I never liked maths because I thought it was too complicated. It was not straightforward. It was hard. That just shows you that I like the soft life, right? I am a soft life girl. I like things to be easy. I know that challenges will come. Yes, I have to be strong. The things that at times might come, right? And I've learned to, to overcome some of these hard at times, or to overcome challenges, because challenges is part of life, and challenges shows that you are growing. But girl, I am always for living a simple life, right? And so in this video, I'll be sharing with you 10 ways you can simplify your life in 2025. First things first, guys. As I'm saying these things to you guys, I'm also saying it to myself. These are also things I'll be implementing in my life in this year 2025. So I'm not just talking to you guys, I am also talking to myself. First thing is to ensure that I drink lots of water. Lots of water to stay hydrated. And so I'm telling you guys, it's important that you drink lots of water to stay hydrated. Water is good. Like, honestly speaking, as human, our body is 70% water. We need to drink water. We need to stay hydrated. Some of the times that you feel tired, you feel like you're having this serious constant headaches, sometimes it's because we are not usually hydrated. We are not drinking enough water. We need to drink a lot of water. And so for me, I am going to be drinking water, right? I'm sure you're wondering, what does water have to do with all this? It's important. I'm talking about the simple things. The simple things in life are those things that matter, that we take for granted, but those things are the things that makes our life beautiful and makes our life easy. So yes, as easy as drinking water, some people do not drink enough water, including myself. So this year 2025, I'll be drinking more water, lots of water. I wake up in the morning, I'm gonna drink water. Every time, every hour, I make sure that I have my bottle, my water bottle, and fill it and carry my gallon of water everywhere I go to, and make sure that I am hydrated. Because realize that most of all these sicknesses and diseases and headaches and stress is because we are not hydrated. We go through our day without even drinking enough water. We are not hydrated. That's why most times you might be easily tired, you get fatigued, you are tired because you are not drinking lots of water. So yes, number one on my list is water. Drink a lot of water, okay? Secondly on my list, I will be praying more and building more on my spiritual life. Look, as a new mom, as a mom, every time I want to have my quiet time, this song comes to my mind. I don't know if it's a song, but I know it's on social media where they tell you, do you know you have only 30 minutes? You have only 30 minutes. It's hard to squeeze that time for yourself. It's hard to squeeze that quiet time for yourself where you can meditate on the word of God, you can pray, where you can talk to your father, where you can plan your life. It's hard now that I am a mom. So I know a lot of people are working and their parents, they have 9 to 5 jobs. Some of them have 2 to 3 jobs. So how do you find that quality time for yourself? How do you find that quality time to be with God, to pray and talk to your father and communicate with your father on a daily basis? You have to struggle and fight to give yourself that time. So trust me, most times I will wake up earlier than usual when my baby is sleeping and I'm supposed to be sleeping. I will wake up early so that I can have that, even if it's 30 minutes of quiet time, right, with God, and just pray, listen to gospel music, and then pray, and then read my devotion, and then maybe go back to bed, and then I quickly find time again and study my Bible. And then even if it's in the afternoon, middle of the day when she's sleeping, I can quickly study my Bible. And then I like the fact that I have a mobile Bible, so I can just open my phone even when I'm breastfeeding or doing one thing or the other. I can just open my phone and read one scripture and read one verse, and but I have to plan it. I have to be more structured, and I have to ensure that as a mom, my spiritual life shouldn't go down the drain because I am a nursing mom. Nope. If you give the devil an inch, it's gonna take a mile, right? So you have to ensure that you tighten your spiritual belt and pray, because yes, life is spiritual. Number 3 on my list is declutter. Declutter, reduce overconsumption. Yes, I have a video where I talked about overconsumption of skincare, overconsumption of of clothes, of jewelries. And please, people, I officially have a problem with Stanley cups, Stanley bottles. What is with the Stanley bottles? And people are having 3, 4, 5 Stanley bottles. It is just a bottle. Why do you have 5 Stanley cups? Why do you have 5, 6, 7 bottles? Why do you have 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 perfumes all over your closet? Why do you have so many clothes that you are wearing, that you are not wearing, the one that you know that is no longer your size? Give them out. Declutter, skincare. These things are going to spoil in your house. Give them out. If you're not using them, give them out. If you're not using the body cream, the body lotion, the body mist, give them out. Go to the orphanages and distribute and give out. Declutter. Trust me, when you declutter, you feel light. When you give out, when you give people, you are blessed. The giver is the one that is blessed, and a giver will always have. A giver will never lack. If you know that you're not using these things again, give them out. The next on my list is that I plan to exercise more. I intend to do it. I'm going to come back on this channel and give you guys the update, because yeah, your girl added some weight after giving birth, and I have to shed some weight. No pressure, trust me, no pressure. I still look good, I still got it, but I need the stamina. I realize that the fact that I look healthy and I look good does not mean that I have that physical stamina. I realize that since after I gave birth, oops, my back, my knees, my waist aches like crazy, and I'm going down the stairs and I'm like, my knees are aching like I am 50, and I'm like, what is going on? I am easily tired. So I need those exercises that will build and boost my stamina, for my gut, that will help me, because I think childbirth and labor did a thing on my body. Like, this body I haven't gotten myself, and I'm like, oops. When you are in your 30s, now it's even becoming more difficult to exercise. Ladies, if you're in your 20s, please enjoy and build that culture of exercising regularly, so that it will be easier for you as you get older. Because for us now, trying to keep up with the exercise routine, us in our mid-30s, it's not that easy. But this year, 2025, we're gonna try, and we will do it. The next on my list, guys, is that you need to cut out unnecessary subscriptions. It's because you've not checked your bank statement. If you are checking your bank statement regularly, you will see that all the subscriptions are adding up to a lot of money, like subscriptions that you do not need. And you know how these people hook you, monthly subscription, because you think it's easy, it's just one time, you just pay monthly, and they have your card details, and then they start to do the renewal every month, like this is going out, this is going out. If you have lots of subscriptions, please cut them out. Go and check and see the ones that you need and the ones that you do not need. Many times you have even forgotten that you have subscription for different things, and then you see the bills are piling because they're taking their subscription money. Whether or not you use the applications, they are taking the subscription money. So you need to go check the ones that are not necessary, the ones that are not important. Take them out. Check your phone, check all the apps that you have. Create space for your phone as well. Reduce and cut out, delete all the apps you're not using, and reduce your subscription. Trust me, you're saving yourself and you're making good financial decisions. Now, this one, I know it's tough for a lot of people, because social media sometimes gives us joy, pleasure. You just go there and have fun and just relax, right? But 2025, ladies and gentlemen, I am telling you that you need to cut down on your social media. Cut down on the amount of time you spend on social media, ladies and gentlemen, and that includes myself. We are cutting down. We are going to spend our precious time doing other things, like investing in ourselves and learning, taking courses and reading, and not just scrolling and scrolling and scrolling on TikTok, scrolling on Instagram and Facebook, and whiling away and wasting precious time. Time is money. These people we are following are obviously living their life, right, and having a good time, and then we are just engrossed and following them up and down. like following them back to back on all every post, every notification, this and that. No, ladies and gentlemen, please, this year 2025, cut down on the time you spend on social media. Okay, this one is also like an issue for me. I do not know how to sleep early. I sleep late. It's just my nature. Like, I'm a night person, right? But I realize that over time it's affecting me. It affects my productivity, and then it gives me this nagging constant headache when I don't get enough rest, and then I am not productive, and then I am cranky or I'm nagging, right? So this year 2025, we need to invest in our sleep. Yes, you work and then you sleep. It's important that you sleep, right? So you can have like a good sleep schedule, a good sleep routine. You are not going to oversleep, but you can make sure that every day you have adequate and enough sleep. And this is what I'm going to do personally as well. I will ensure that I have adequate and enough sleep, because I'm a night person, and then when it's already daytime, I have a baby, I have a husband, I have family, you have things to attend to, and then during the day you as well do not get a lot of sleep, and then you do not sleep at night as well. One can break down, right? So this year, let's get a lot of sleep, and because it affects our productivity at the end of the day. And so if we're trying to be productive in this year 2025, we need to ensure that we have good sleep routine. This next point is important because it is money, money, money. We're talking about money. This year 2025, we need to look for other ways to make more money. We need to look for other ways to get more income, build on our finances. We need to have different passive income, because the way things are going, recession, inflation in different countries and nations of the world, you cannot depend on one source of income. Why am I here on YouTube? Because money, money, money. So I am building my streams of income to be more than one. I cannot live on just one source of income. I have to have multiple sources of income. And so you have to sit down and look at your life, your talent, your skills, and find where you can make money. Like, there are lots of videos on YouTube on passive income, right? I even have video on passive income, extra job that you can do if you're a videographer, if you know how to design, content creator. Go to Fiverr, go to Upwork. People need your services, and you can charge per hour, right? Even if you have a 9 to 5 job, even if you have 2, 3 jobs, there are jobs you can do part-time, right? So you need to look for ways to build your financial capacity to ensure that you can do more. And because if you have more, then you'll be able to live, the easy life, the soft girl life, right? So you need to have extra source of income. So this year 2025, I'm speaking to myself as well, we need to build our financial capacity. The next on my list is that you need to outsource. You need to leverage on people. No man is an island, and you cannot do everything at the same time all by yourself. You need to build your network. It's going to help you build your network, outsource things that you know you cannot do. You can outsource your cleaning. You don't have to be the one to clean every day. There's no award for Mother of the Year, and you are the one that will clean, the one that will cook, you take care of the family, take care of your kids, take care of your husband, you go to work. Outsource things, right? Leverage on people that you have around you, leverage on family and friends, and build new network, build new connections. And I'm also talking to myself. Or most times, I sincerely do not know how to ask for help. Like, I just keep things, something might be eating me up, I might need your help, but I'm like, I don't like to be turned down. I don't like when people tell me no. So I think that has affected me even as a child. I don't like to be rejected. So I'm always like, if I go and meet this person and ask for help, what if the person turns me down? And I don't like to inconvenience people as well. And I'm like, I do not want to inconvenience this person. But I've realized that in this life, you have got to ask for help. If you do not ask, you will not get. And that's why the Bible says, ask and you shall receive. That's what the Bible says, ask and you shall receive. So if you do not ask, you will not receive, right? So yes, please go ahead and ask for help. and I'm talking to myself as well. This year, we are going to ask all the help that we need. We will ask. If you need a job, ask people. Go knock on doors, send DMs, go shoot your shot, ask people, tell people this is what you can do. Say, how can I help? I am good, I can do this. You need the money, right? So ask, don't be shy. Ask, what's the worst that can happen? They say no. You get another opportunity to ask again. The more you ask, the more yes you will get. The next on my list is also something personal. I'm like, yeah, it's something personal, and the point is, do not take things too personal. This year 2025, we are not holding grudges. This year 2025, nobody is going to make you bitter. You need to decide, right, that you're not going to be bitter. You're not going to hold grudges. Like, take it away. Take it away from you. You don't need to be bitter. It can give you cancer. You need to forgive. You need to let it go. Don't take things too personal. I know that a lot of times it's not easy. Some people are terrible. Some people would have done terrible things and bad things to you, but decide not to take it personal. It's for yourself, not for them. Decide to forgive. The forgiveness is for yourself and not for them. Do not hold grudges. Don't take it personal. Look, this life, it's not that deep. Just look at it like it is not that deep. And this is what I'm saying to myself as well. I'm like, damn, it's not that deep. When someone behaves and misbehaves or mistreats you, if you feel like you want to have closure, have the conversation with the person and let it end there. There's no need holding somebody, in your mind and holding grudge forever, and then it leads to unforgiveness and bitterness. And you would fall sick. You could have cancer. And the thing about life is that life is too short for you to live in bitterness and be angry and have malice and live in strife. Relationship generally is complicated. Relationship is hard and nobody is perfect. We would offend each other, but so long as you can respectfully communicate and say, oh, you did this, I do not like it, and the person is willing to apologize or whatever, let's just move on. And then sometimes some people will do things to you that it was not even intentional. They just didn't know that they offended you. So sometimes it's not that deep. If you don't want to have a conversation with the person, fine. If you want to have a conversation, go ahead, but no gossiping, no strife, no keeping malice. Don't take things too personal, right? You are the one that will feel more hurt. You will feel more betrayed, more upset. Just live your life like a child. Forgive, be happy with everyone, and smile and love people, right? It is not that deep. You do not want to die, holding grudges, you have unforgiveness, and life is too short. Before you know, you can just hear, God forbid, this person that you're not talking to is gone. This person that people just die here and there. A lot of people died in 2024, right? So work on your relationship, right? Don't take things too personal. It's not that deep. Next on my list is that you need to plan, right? This year 2025, you can't just go every day stumbling on different things that you just stumble upon each day. You have to have plans. Take notes, have a sticky note, and write the things that you're going to do today, the things you want to achieve today. You have to plan your meals, plan your task, plan trips, plan that you want to spend time with your family. Plan this weekend, we are doing this, we are going out. This weekend, I'm visiting this person. This weekend or this quarter or this year, I and my family are going on a vacation. You have to plan. If you do not plan, you have planned to fail. So you have to plan. You have to put things in action. And so yes, that also includes your day-to-day activities. And also, you can plan your meals. I'm talking to myself right now. I'm just going to always plan and stick to my food timetable. What we're going to eat today, tomorrow, breakfast, lunch, dinner. I have to plan, right? Because if you wake up disorganized, you end up not achieving anything. Your entire day will be disorganized. Before you know, days have passed, weeks have passed, months, and then the year comes to an end. You realize that you did not achieve anything because you did not plan. And me as a content creator, I plan my content. I have to plan my content. I can't just sit down and wake up and say anytime I feel like it, any day I feel like it, I got to plan, right? I have to plan. And you have 24 hours in a day. You need to plan and make sure that you accomplish and achieve things per day or per week, or give yourself quarterly goals and ensure that you stick to those goals. So previously I talked about like, don't take things too personal. In this point, I'm talking about how you should also prioritize your mental health. So the fact I said don't take things too personal doesn't mean that you also have to take shit and that you also have to stay in a toxic environment or in a toxic relationship. No, this year 2025, in as much as you don't take things personal, but you should know when to move out from situations and circumstances that do not suit you or do not pay you. You should know when to walk away. You should know when to say no. Saying no is not a bad thing. Saying no means that you have boundaries, and it's good to have boundaries. You need to work on your boundaries. You need to know when to say no. You need to know when to let things go. Let relationship that doesn't suit you, that doesn't pay you, that is not moving forward, you don't know whether you're going forward or you're going backwards, let it go. Don't be in abusive relationships. Don't be in toxic relationships. Don't be in love with a man that is always beating you and punching you, right? Let it go. Set boundaries. Know when to say no. Know when you're like, I can't take this shit anymore. I got to move. So you move, okay? So yes, that's what I'm talking about. I'm talking to myself as well. I should know when I should say no. I know when I'm like, I can't do this. If someone comes to meet you for a favor and it's not a good time, I'm sorry, I do not have the money right now. It is not convenient for me right now. I can't, because I have to be frugal. I have a financial plan I have to stick to, right? So you know when to say no. And saying no is not a bad thing, okay? And yes, I've talked about don't take things too personal. I've talked about setting boundaries and knowing when to say no. Now, this point, let's be real and let's judge ourselves. This point, work on your toxic trait. Yes, I'm talking to you. You that are watching me, work on your toxic traits. And I'm also talking to myself. Remember, what annoying toxic traits do I have that makes me unbearable, right? Of course, I'm not unbearable, but I'm just saying that we are not perfect. And so sometimes we need to reflect and look at ourselves in the mirror and be honest with ourselves and tell ourselves the truth that, why do you behave like someone that is mad? Why do you get easily upset? Why are you angry? Why are you always defensive? Why are you not honest? Why are you not hardworking? Why are you lazy? Why are you laid back? You need to work on yourself. Personal development, self-evaluation. Evaluate yourself, right? Every time they are the problem. What about you? What if you are the problem? What if you have grown up and nurtured this your toxic traits and you're not seeing it? Nobody can tell you anything. Nobody can correct you. You're unteachable. You cannot be corrected. You are all knowing. I too know. Or you have this different annoying traits, and people can't really stand you at times. Or you are easily upset, you easily get into fights and get into quarrel, you are easily misunderstood, or you are always misunderstood. Why are they always misunderstanding you? Why is it that, oh, you say something and you're like, oh, that's not what I meant, that's not what I said, I didn't actually say it that way, I didn't actually mean it that way? So you have to be true to yourself and know yourself for who you are. Self-evaluate. And if you see anything that is not really good, we have the ability to work on ourselves and make changes in our lives. So this year 2025, I'm talking to myself and I'm talking to you that you are watching. Work on your toxic traits. And I'm like, damn, I will also work on my toxic traits as well. So this is self-reflection. So the last but not the least on my list is that we need to set realistic goals for ourselves. Like this year 2025, even though we want to glow up, we want to increase in our finances, but we do not need to pressure ourselves, right? So let's set realistic goals. Now the acronym SMART. S is for specific. Your goals should be specific. M is for measurable. Your goals should be measurable. A is for achievable. Your goals, are they achievable? R is for realistic. Your goals should be realistic. And T is for timely. Your goals should be timely. So let's set realistic goals. It could be quarterly goals, but your goals have to be specific. They have to be measurable. You can't just say, oh, I want to be a billionaire. Let's be realistic. How are you going to be a billionaire? Let your goals be specific. Let your goals be realistic. There's no need to put unnecessary pressure on yourself. Take baby steps. Whatever goals that you have for yourself, quarterly or monthly or yearly, you have to be realistic and do not deceive yourself. And you cannot jump the process. Follow the process, the due process. Things are done in bits. So you can't just wake up one morning and say, oh, I want to build skyscraper. What about the foundation? So you have to be realistic. The foundation first before you can have this skyscraper. So there are little tiny bits of things that you have to do and put together before you can have that, massive dream and goal and accomplishment. That's what this last point is about. Let's set realistic goals, achievable goals, and let's put a time frame to these goals as well. Then we can have like a sweet 2025. So these are the 15 ways that I plan to simplify my life this 2025, right? I thought to share with you guys, and I think and I hope that you are inspired by these things that I have listed, and you would also look into them and try and pick one or two that you can also follow through this year 2025, so that we can glow up together this year 2025. Okay, all right, thank you for watching my video. Please give this video a thumbs up if you like it. Please, it helps with the algorithm. It is free to give this video a thumbs up. YouTube will push my video more, okay? And please, if you have not subscribed, kindly subscribe. Subscribing is free as well. It's not going to cost you anything to subscribe. Thank you so much. Please, you can always put your comments in the comment section and share my video if you want to. Tell a friend about that Me Inspire YouTube channel. Till I see you next time, it's your girl Dam Dam. Bye.